Stunt Pilot, an electromechanical game from the late 60s and early 70s. This game was put out by Midway Games. One of the neat things about this game is it had the playfield mounted vertical from top to bottom, and used a mirror to give you a sense of depth looking back into the playfield itself. It featured a airplane, a little biplane that followed a circular path where you flew under bridges, over mountains, and through the hangar under the St. Louis Arch. It was a challenging game, quite a bit of fun. If you're familiar with playing the old vertibird helicopters, then this game is pretty much like that. So let's listen to SoCal Mike, who owns one of these machines, as he briefly describes it and also shows some gameplay.
So yeah, this is Midway's Stunt Pilot. This was from 1969, and that was the year I was born, by the way. And this is the first video game or arcade game that I remember playing. It's a mechanical game. It's got this just really gorgeous kind of picturesque blacklit environment that magically looks like it's about, I don't know, 6 to 8 feet deep. Looks like it's going through the wall of my garage, actually. It's kind of projected back, and we'll show you guys a little bit more about that in a little while. But essentially the goal of this game is to fly this little model airplane around a variety of obstacles that include 4 different things. We've got like an arch, we've got a small hangar that you got to fly through. You've got a mountain that you got to fly over, which of course is one of the easiest obstacles because all you got to do is fly over it. And then you've got a bridge that's kind of in the background there. If you can see it, it's even got a little like a little old car model kind of driving across the bridge, adding to some of the kind of effects in the environment. And again, I'm not sure how good it's going to be picked up with the camera, but along the sides you've kind of got some mountains and some stars that are picked up really beautifully with the black light, and you got the moon in the background and some clouds and more stars in the back, and there's some little trees that are situated around the landscape that you're flying over, and even a downed airplane has crashed in the kind of right in the front here. So anyway, we'll go ahead and power this thing up and see what happens. Nothing's happening. All right, pressing the wrong button. You can edit, right?
Yes.
What's going on? Let me unplug and play button. Oh. Usually, I don't have to coin the sub, but I guess maybe we do.
Hey, there it is.
It helps when you coin up the game. All right, so here we go. We're going to turn this thing on and see what happens. Now, what should happen when we turn this thing on, or the first thing would happen when you put a quarter in it and you press the credit button, is the time is going to reset to 0. And you've basically got, what do you got? What's a minute? 160 seconds. So,
A little under 3 minutes.
A little under 3 minutes. That you have to kind of get the highest score that you can get. There is a bonus time, so if you score a certain amount of points, you'll get extended play. And I'm not really sure what that's even set at this point. Frankly, I don't even care. I just play this game just to play it and watch it. I don't even hardly keep track of the score. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and power it up. So on the left here, we've got the throttle, and it's kind of default to go to slow. If you push it up, the speed of your plane will increase, and so does the sound of the plane. I have no idea how they do this in 1969. I mean, when your plane slows down, you hear the engine slow down, and when you speed up, you hear the engine speed up. A lot of these old mechanical games back in the day had 8-track players in them. I don't know if this one, has that thing on where it just keeps going or what. It's always amazed me. And of course, your control stick is your altitude up and down. And the other cool thing is when you move your plane up and down, I mean, you can hear the different sounds of the engine. You can hear it, change pitch and stuff when you're going up and down. It's just freaking amazing. And the other really cool thing, and this is what kind of freaks a lot of people out, when the kids come over here, they play this game and they don't really know what's going on, and then we open this thing up, we open up the coin door, and you can actually see inside the play field. And so the kids see that and they just freak out. And I honestly still freak out myself. So there's a 45-degree angle mirror that sits right in here, and then that projects this, you know, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 foot playfield or 4 foot playfield, you know, horizontally kind of into the wall, and everything in there kind of looks like a hologram, which is really amazing. And again, you almost have to see it in person, but the little airplane flying around inside really almost looks like a hologram. So somehow they had to do some sort of collision detection, because right now there's a plane basically on a lever that's flying around behind the glass and behind the mirror. But at any time you run into something, the little ambulance comes around, the mountain lights up, and this little red, you know, emergency light flashes on and off. And so they've got, you know, just some really cool collision detection, you know, built into it, which again, for 1969, I think is pretty amazing. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a quick look at Midway Stunt Pilot.
So that was Stunt Pilot, a really neat electromechanical game from the late 60s and early 70s. Awesome.
Thanks for watching.